Hey everyone, Monet here. So I tried to get this video as condensed as possible. It was in total a little over 3 hours of footage, so it was a bit of a beast. But I made sure to keep all of the good bits and cut it down without leaving out all the important parts. But it's just so hard to not go into so much detail and get lost with your drawing when you're listening to some really good music. And I think I listened to like 2 albums worth of Beast in Black. I heard a song at random like a few months ago and realized I really liked it. I was like, who is this band and why have I not heard of them? So I've been binging their music on and off. But I do like their style of music. It kind of reminds me of 80s rock, like Judas Priest, and a little bit of metal in there. And the lead singer is able to sing and scream with such talent. I can't believe how low he can sing all the way to the high pitches. It's awesome. And of course, all good songs have great guitar solos. So that was another thing I really liked about their music. They seem to have a lot of really good guitar riffs and everything. I think I should make a Spotify playlist or something that is filled with music that I like to listen to when I draw, because I don't know, it's kind of nice to listen to new songs that you haven't heard before, and I don't know if it's just me, but I love listening to music when I draw. It's kind of like something that goes hand in hand with art, listening to good music and drawing. It's just a good match. So maybe I'll do that sometime, is make a playlist of all the music I enjoy to listen to and see if anybody else enjoys that music as well or wants to listen to maybe music they haven't listened to before. So, doesn't hurt. So, I'll look into that. Okay, and on to the star of the show would be this piece. And I named this piece The Tales of the Blood Crystal. And the story behind her is she is a vampire queen. And to protect herself from being vanquished by overly zealous vampire hunters, or even her own kind, that may want her position and power, she has released her blood essence into a crystal so that she may hide it in a hidden crypt protected by many beasts and traps, so that she may protect her eternal rule over her empire. This also comes with a cost, though. If anyone finds the blood crystal, they can absorb her blood essence and power and become the new monarch to rule what was once hers as she crumbles to dust. So I felt like that was a good piece to add to my artwork, was a little backstory. I like to add little stories to my artwork because I feel like there is a story behind all artwork, and that was mine for this one. And the absolute, I would say, the hardest part, but my most favorite part of this project was the lighting. So the lighting coming from the lighting coming from the gem that's illuminating her face. It can be a little tricky sometimes, but if you get the proportions and the lighting right on an artwork piece, it can really improve a piece by so much. And it just takes practice and studying. I don't know how many different videos and things I've read to learn how to properly proportion things, how to produce the correct lighting. And it comes in handy, but it doesn't come fast. It's a lot of headache and practice. And eventually you get better as you keep trying. It practice makes perfect. But I don't know. I say strive for perfection, but it's okay to not be perfect. Nobody's perfect. And honestly, I'm a self-taught artist for the most part. I say the most part because I did have 2 great high school teachers that helped me into taking art more seriously. I think before that, it was more, I enjoyed to draw, but it wasn't something I thought in a career sense. So they kind of got me focused, and they gave me great tips so that I could take that information and grow with it. So as long as I took myself seriously and used the information they gave me, I was able to build upon that, and here I am now. So they did start my journey for more serious art, I guess. Not just, something I do in my spare time. I ended up really getting into art because of them. And I would think the best piece of advice one of my teachers gave me was to not worry about the details in the beginning of a piece. Look at everything like layers. Add more detail with each layer. It's okay to start with scribbles and shapes at the start. And I think this information helped me stop being so anxious when starting sketches or paintings, because I used to be so worried about all the details I wanted in the piece that I eventually would get so frustrated I'd stop drawing. So that helped me look at it from a different angle. Like, I understand what details I would like in there, but don't worry about that now. Let's worry about what I need on the paper first, where I want things situated, how I want the person posed, where the light's coming in. Focus on that first, and then worry about the other stuff later on. And it all eventually comes together. And that was probably the best piece of advice as a starting artist, because that helped me get over that hump. So I would say, number 1, focus on your shapes and proportions and the general landscape of your piece. Then 2, start honing in on where the shadows will be, maybe what color scheme you want to go with if you're going to be adding color to it. And then get into the details, the more defined shapes, And last but not least should be where all the last little details you want. You know, the sparkles or the the lens glare you want in a piece, or whatever little tiny details you want in there, that should be last. Something to kind of bring the piece together. And that helps take the anxiety off of you in the beginning so that you can just enjoy yourself, and to remind yourself to breathe and remember that art is not math. There's not an exact way it is supposed to be. Enjoy the process, because if you're not enjoying the process, you're doing it wrong. Anyways, enough about me rambling, going off track. I don't know if anybody else is super excited about this Inktober. I know I am. And I have got some ideas of what I'd like to draw, but it's really hard to know what you're going to draw when you don't have the prompts yet. And I guess that's the intention, is that you're supposed to take each day like, this is a prompt, what do I want to do with this prompt, and kind of put you in a new situation each time. Get you out of your comfort zone. And I know that I have to draw at least one dragon in October, because I love dragons. I love drawing them. I don't know why, but they're just so much fun to draw. I enjoy all the scales and the colors you can use. And not all dragons look the same, because, well, they're fantasy. So I can make them however I'd like, for the most part, as long as they resemble some sort of dragon. But I would say that's probably one of my favorite fantasy creatures to draw. So that is a goal, to make sure I draw at least one dragon in October. And I've thought of drawing a really beautiful tree. That would be amazing. But we'll see what happens. I am gonna do my best to make sure to post every day. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna post them on my Instagram, all of the daily prompts and what I did for them. I don't know if they'll all be amazing, but I'll put something out. So if you want to see other things that I draw, other things I've created, I haven't recorded them all, so you can check out my website at Monet Fine Art. I have a lot of different pieces there, and I will be adding this one to the shop. I did just get those prints, and I will be making sure to have it up there, as well as if you want to see me on any other platforms like Instagram or my website, Patreon. If you want to take a look at those, I am going to leave those links below. Anyways, I hope everybody enjoys this Inktober. I'm hoping to see a lot of different doodles out there. Make sure to draw something. Something is always better than nothing. And if you did like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell if you want to be notified of any other videos. and I hope I entertained long enough. I didn't realize this would be so long, but I do my best to entertain, and I hope everybody has a good rest of their day, a great weekend, a great October, and make sure to enjoy the wonderful season. I'm enjoying the cool air finally. I love the autumn leaves. I don't know where everybody's at, but for me, autumn leaves, cool weather, pumpkin spice in everything. You either hate it or you love it. I love it. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to smell better outside during the autumn months. I don't know if it's the leaves falling off the trees or the cool wind. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I love it. And I am going to enjoy it as long as possible. And I hope everybody else is enjoying it as well. I'll talk to you all later. Stay awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.